Good morning. It's Danielle Wiley from Sway Group coming to you for Twofer Tuesday on Super Tuesday. So no surprise, the first thing I wanted to talk about were just some gender dynamics that I'm noticing in the election that are really bugging me. I was watching the morning news today, my local news, and they were talking some stuff about Biden, how the candidates who dropped out had endorsed him. They were talking a bit about Bernie. And then they said, and of course, Bloomberg is running too. There was no mention of Warren. And actually, and as my sister-in-law pointed out, they didn't mention Tulsi Gabbard either. But it made me crazy. There's only 3%, I believe, of delegates who have been taken so far. And no matter who you support, I believe that people should be given equal coverage. And as a woman who has been silenced before and been told to shush, it just kind of rankled me. And I'm curious to know if you guys are seeing the same thing and feeling the same way. So I must admit I tweeted the newscaster and kind of called her out on reading that. I'm sure she didn't write it, but she read it. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. And then the second thing, on a more serious note, interestingly and kind of sad, we had our first real business impact today of the coronavirus program we were about to begin got not canceled, but it got postponed because it was going to be launched at a conference that was canceled. And actually, one of our salesperson on the West Coast was supposed to go to Expo West at the end of this week, and that got postponed as well. And so it's just kind of crazy. And even if you aren't concerned about your own self, because maybe you have super great immunity or whatever, it's scary because you could end up being a carrier and transmit it to those who don't have great immunity. So that's my concern really as a CEO and looking at travel for our employees. Certainly their safety, but also just if it really is indeed easy to transmit and a lot of people don't ever show symptoms, what's our responsibility just from an ethical perspective, just trying to balance, like, I don't want to be fear-mongering, but at the same time, I don't want to make something worse than it already is. So yeah, that was kind of crazy to see that first real impact on the business from it. And again, curious to know what you guys are seeing. So that's it on this Super Twofer Tuesday, and I hope you all get out and vote if you're in one of the states voting today, and I will see you all next week.